every threat, my boy. Toll free. That's direct, my boy. And if you need a couple, I'm the connect, my boy, off the top.
I just scraped it off the top, got it off the road, off the curve, off the block. I was already sold, I don't work by 10 o'clock. So deep in the streets, felt that baby, that meant a lot. Whenever she calls, know what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two, I paid it out of full.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birthed most of the chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the...
Today, from State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Washington Commanders.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Today, it's Week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Washington Commanders and the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. The Cardinals making their way out, and it's the number 1 overall pick in 2019, Kyler Murray at the helm.
And when you have a guy like Kyler Murray under center, it not only opens up your playbook, it allows you to draw up even more plays because he's among the best dual-threat quarterbacks in the league and a true playmaker. If flushed out of the pocket, he might even be more dangerous. The next step for him, being able to throw on rhythm and deliver from the pocket.
First carry for James Conner, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Commanders, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one.
And right away, he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Let's face it, everybody at the start of a game has a mental image of how they expect it to go, and I think that was going exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control, and that fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Yep, foiled the whole plan there, turned the ball over. So here's Washington now in excellent field position to start things out. And they will be led out by a young man, probably with some butterflies here. A lot of anticipation making his first NFL. Start.
Tell you what, partner, he might just be a rookie, but he certainly looks the part of a veteran NFL starter, and he carries himself like one leading the offense out there. In a lot of ways, he is advanced as a first-year quarterback, and he came in and was right at home with this offense.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
60 reps, 10 cycles.
They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now they'll run on the draw. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. He needed less than a foot. He didn't get a whole lot more than that, but he did get the first down.
Well, he and his offensive line created enough push where if he was able to just fall forward as he was able.
Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Commanders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Murray now. And this will be swung out here for counter. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Here's Murray. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. At issue here, does the football make contact with the ground before he secured it? And I think some of these angles are going to give us a pretty good look.
Secured is the important part because the ball can touch the ground, but it can't be loose when it does. So that's what they're going to have to try and figure out.
Ready. Red 38.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he finds McLaurin. He's got the first down and more. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards. He had one touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
They'll look to throw again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Cards are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Murray now to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first. Down. Shotgun now from Murray. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
56, Mike, 56 right there.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Chase Young drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. A nice little juke. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here is Washington now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football.
And the tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, he'll see that he already escaped the pocket. He could have gotten more himself by using his legs, and that might have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his part, and he pays for it with the interception.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Murray. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
4 down.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Escaping the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll look to throw here. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Dancing to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 28. A good pickup there. 26 yards.
That's a big gainer on that play. And from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receive.
Touchdown! A great effort there. 28 yards. And the Commanders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. That time a 6-play drive, and it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure.
Oh, he faked him with a juke. Now he's got some room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. From just shy of midfield, Murray. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Finding Ertz again. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Murray to air it out again. Flushed. Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 26 and a first down. Back to throw here. Steps away to his left. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Back to throw. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And the Commanders are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before half. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. From 4 yards out. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Tucker now for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the result, a touchdown for Washington.
Justin Tucker sets to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Well, the Cardinals going to get the football one final time here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. Wide open receiver complete. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Murray now on 1st down. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray, and he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Murray going to throw. He's got the connection to Moore. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 29-yard line. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal. This one from 46 yards out. The kick by Bass is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. 1 second, all that remains. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey, where you see the final score there. Derek Carr leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, we head over to the Pacific Northwest, check on the Seahawks at home in Seattle. And they've got the lead in that ball game over the visiting 49ers. Ken Walker, 2 touchdown runs on the afternoon. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And that one, all even as they play the visiting Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Here come the Commanders for the first possession of the third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
On third down, Robinson. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. That'll go as a pickup of 8. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. He showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be
looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Commanders take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Throwing now is Murray. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes, so they will hold on to the ball. Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. On the option, it's Murray. He will push his way down to about the 14. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. Here's Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Zach Ertz, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cardinals are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is down to 28-10. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Tressway now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game. They've done a great job of doing that.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. T.J. Watt, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, They don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the third time. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Commanders will take over possession here up at the 44. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 50 yards. And the Commanders are closing in on a third straight victory to start the campaign. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
From the 31, Murray. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. To throw, it's Murray. Screen pass to Connor. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with second down coming up. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get your reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing on second and long. Murray, that's complete to his running back, Connor. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a third down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. An extra man in the secondary for Washington on third down. Back to throw again. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and Washington will take control of the football in great field position. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. That one looks like he'll throw here. There's McLaurin. What a catch. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Well, they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the 4th quarter.
And that they have in every way, and plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
Chop, 17.
They'll set up to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Murray escaping the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Washington, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. That'll do it.
Our Father who art in heaven, I love when you toss me blessings. You never throw interceptions, I catch them like O.D. Beckham. Hard to knock the devil when built like Tiana Teller. And balling at 27, I feel like Iman Shumpert. Know there's a disconnect when the sheep start to lead the shepherd. The weak start to be aggressive, the streets start to be the reverend. Bragging about first class, seated on 9/11. They spirits are not united, a legion, my soul forever. I murder my adolescence, assault with a friendly weapon. I verbally dissect them to help them get back together. Wanting the stranger things, I handle it like 11. My point is I guard the kids. I should play for the Celtics. Watch how I Euro step them and Curry stadium like I'm Stephen whenever I'm in your town. The Warriors in your presence. I manifest my endeavors. I'm blessed and I'm getting better. I walk amongst living legends. Coach Contra will live forever.
New goals, baby boo. Got my wrist in these grits.